This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Fabian Too Sweet wants to know, hey, I was wondering what you thought of Bruiser Brody, his style of wrestling, and if you ever met or worked with him.
I never met Brody. Watched some of his stuff on tape. He was definitely Bruiser Brody. And he brought it. And from what I could tell, my view of it was if you fought him back, it was like Ronnie Garvin, just a lot bigger and nastier looking. He brought it, and if you fought him back, he'd work with you and you could have a match. If you were tentative or the least bit looked like you might be not knowing what to do, he'd just eat you up. And he did that to a lot of people. He was in incredible shape. You couldn't blow him up. Never got tired. And he was one of those rare characters that a lot of guys get compared to him, but I've never heard anybody say this, which I think is a compliment. That guy's just like Bruiser Brody.
That's a hell of a compliment.
You never hear that because nobody was.
Nate Solham wants to know, where did Arn come up with the throat cut gesture that he would make during almost every entrance?
Don't know.
Just works.
It's kind of like the Four Horsemen promo. It just kind of popped in there. I don't remember the first time I did it. I just remember doing it and being over the top with it, which was they can't see it anyway, but
the shaking and the slow dragging that knife across the neck and shaking and convulsing and all that. I tried to take it to a different level where it really looked nasty. Boy, I'm going to ask you something here that's a little uncomfortable to ask, but do you practice that in the mirror, or do you just go out there and do it cold for the first time to see how it goes?
Cold. Never did a promo into a mirror in my life, which a lot of guys did, and that's how they got better. Never did one of those, and anything that happened in the ring usually happened right off of the cuff when I was involved in a match.
Mayhem has an interesting question. Do you have a story about sellouts, as in curtain sellouts? Do you remember there being a moment or an instance where you were taking a peek through the curtain and wanted to see what was about to happen as well?
Oh, I'm sure there were. I think the first time the Steiners worked with the Road Warriors.
Oh yeah.
Curtain sellout. I think maybe a couple of times Rick Steiner worked with Dr. Death. Curtain sellout. And anybody that had any sense, since there weren't any monitors when the Midnight Express and the Rock and Roll went through the curtain, found you a place and sat down and got under the learning tree. Because those four guys in Cornet taught you how to have a proper tag match with all the elements. Heat, baby faces that were over, selling, storytelling, a finish that everyone understood, whether they hated it or liked it, depending on who went over. I mean, it had all the elements. It was perfection.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.